indicate he wants to referee.
Hey there, sports fan. On this channel, we watch the greatest wrestling of all time.
He stuck his nose in the tribal nation's business.
And the most popular greatest wrestling of all time, as you know, is the WWE.
Like I said, I'm here to stay, make a good lucha thing.
Not that one.
Tell me about something. Moonsault?
Yeah, moonsault. I got it for you, Annihilator.
That's the good stuff. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1995. This is our 25th episode, but if this is your first World Wrestling Empire experience, don't be nervous. You can jump in right now because it's just a mess.
800-588-2300.
Double DQs, countouts, endless run-ins, WWE finishes have been shit lately.
Everything has sucked lately.
So, a narrator tells us that the heretofore unmentioned WWE chairman, Case Skyam,
Try not to get it on the rest of my table here. Huh?
the all-of-a-sudden boss of the WWE,
Can you do that?
is saving the tumultuous title belt situation
He's gonna puke!
by demanding 2 title matches tonight.
He's gonna puke!
Deus Ex McMahon.
We make movies.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the immortal words of Ted Nugent, let's rock!
Please put your hands together and give a reaction to the action of the World Wrestling Empire!
General Akbar is here, and it turns out between episodes, Flamin' Raymond and the original Renegade.
Think about it. Which wiener would you rather serve your family? At Schneider's, you can still taste the difference.
Weren't actually friends with the most popular man in Owasso, Oklahoma, Shane Cortez.
What do you think of Shane Cortez? That Taco Bell wannabe?
Okay, well, based on his accent,
When we're done with him, he's gonna be lucky if he'd ever get a job around this town.
I guess that'd make Colonel Mustafa a fat Philly fanboy. So Colonel Honey Mustard and Dollar General Akbar leave us with a very specific threat
That devastation rules wherever it may be.
and put an even finer point on it with,
When Akbar's around, I make results happen.
looks like Akbar's on commentary on account of he talks so good.
And now I have become...
Results happen.
And it's a good thing, too, because his own man, Otto von Heffler, who does appear to be wanted in this photo,
Which wiener would you rather serve your family?
as he takes on someone no one wanted, Mule Dick Texas's own Crazy Carl.
I'm completely revolting.
Okay, so set aside the fact that we're supposed to believe that Crazy Carl toils his days away in the manure mines, but he also has wrestling chores. He's gotta feed the chickens and slop the hogs and milk the promoter.
Try not to get it on the rest of my table here.
Oh, shit. Nurse Ton, call maintenance. I have sperm all over my desk again.
Carl starts things off by squirting on everyone. But Von Heffler takes advantage of Crazy Carl's refractory period and lays down some smack. But Heff makes the cardinal mistake of taunting Carl with his favorite meal. And Carl is 3 dates deep into Von's Heffler. Crazy Carl doesn't wear wrestling trunks, athletic tape, or shoes, but he does have on volleyball knee pads. He's not an animal. Akbar then lies about the fans in attendance.
They're tired of eating hot dogs.
Carl then remembers that Von Heffler's weakness is true love's first kiss.
Outside.
Referee James Pinkerton right there in the ring does not call the disqualification.
Wait, is Crazy Carl, mule-kicking, ass-grabbing fan favorite, reaching into his pocket for a razor blade? Okay, I really hope he's hiding under the ring because he's eating fruit snacks he brought from home. Huh? You got a blade? Huh? You got a blade? Huh? He's got a blade! He's got a blade! disappointed, the ref just ends the match and everybody leaves, and I am not even joking.
Oh, this is a sad day indeed.
It's okay, Crazy Carl. You can real cut your actual forehead for the fake match even better next time. We have the debut of Cleveland, Ohio's own The Boys of Rock and Roll.
Rock and Roll are two of the upcoming newcomers to the World Wrestling Empire.
And what are their names? Rock and Roll.
Why didn't you think of that?
New wrestlers always make me nervous on this show because what if they're capable? What if they're fair to middling? What if they're just competent enough to be boring? Luckily for us, one of their opponents is Tennessee Rebel. But his partner...
Step into the ring and feel power. A Singapore predator, world's most lethal prowler. A master of karate, a beast in a cage. He strikes fear in the hearts of opponents, instilling rage.
Tennessee Rebel starts us off with Rock, who has left his post as a 1990s anti-smoking commercial character. Unfortunately, it does appear that Rock knows how to wrestle, but is he safe in the ring with the Tennessee Rebel?
Nothing more dangerous than a well-trained professional wrestler.
Okay, he's fine. From Singapore Predator literally just appears in the ring and begins his relentless assault on Rock's rollerblade knee pads.
As the World Wrestling Empire continues its assault on your television.
Lightning speed, he delivers his blows.
Tennessee Rebel hits a back body drop on Rock, who seems to remember that it's fake, so he just doesn't pretend it hurt and kicks Tennessee Rebel as hard as possible. Rock's partner, Roll, gets introduced to Tennessee Rebel the proper way by Rebel clumsily falling off the ropes elbow first for real. But Predator gets the victory on Rock by holding him down by his Adam's apple. But the boys from Rock and Roll stick with their losing strategy of just pretending that none of this fake shit hurts. Bright future for these fellas on the show.
Every strike precise, every move he throws.
This match is for the World Wrestling Empire Heavyweight Belt. The challenger, Red Eagle. Heavyweight champion, Annihilator.
Yeah, except a stranger in an ape costume comes out and distracts Annihilator for a second, and Red Eagle rolls him up for a pin.
Hi, I'm standing here with Shane Cortez, the World Wrestling Empire's #1 television title contender.
She hits him with the tough questions.
Now, tonight's match is a pole match. Are you going to do anything different?
And in the hot seat, Cortez has no choice but to be honest.
Different. Pole match. Yeah.
The most popular man in Owasso, Oklahoma, Shane Cortez, was the invisible light heavyweight champion, but has been switched to the translucent TV championship, and Renegade and Raymond stand in front of almost legal fireworks. The gorilla is back, and Ledge seems to somehow understand what it wants.
He seems to indicate he wants to referee.
And there's nothing in the rule book that says the gorilla can't referee wrestling. But instead of building up any suspense to this guest referee, the gorilla decides to remove his mask and reveal actual World Wrestling Empire referee Doug McCoy. So, Shane Cortez is very good at pro wrestling, and Renegade is also in it. So I thought we could at least make this an educational experience and give you some invaluable business advice while we speed through the results of this unfortunately capable pro wrestling match.
Doug McCoy!
You see that business card? Cheap. Strathmore stock. 60 pound. Holds a crease. Can you tear it? Absolutely. Looks like crap? It is crap. Let me see, what's it say on it? It is crap. I will never make a criticism if I don't have a resolution. You see that card? This is the most impressive business card I've ever seen. It's mine. It took me 25 years to design this. This card is expensive, about $4 a card because of the stock. It doesn't fit in a Rolodex because it doesn't belong in a Rolodex. Life is not about being liked. It's about being effective. I build crowds. Looks like crap? Guaranteed. It is crap. What do you do? Guaranteed.
Oh, man. Shane Cortez climbs a pole and appears to win what looks like an actual belt. Like a belt for your pants. So, former ape but current referee Doug McCoy puts manager Flamin' Raymond in a sleeper hold and then shaves his beard in the ring. And the crowd goes... My good buddy Bernard Funk runs out, but it's way too late. Raymond's face has been trimmed and won't be the same for at least the next 6 to 10 days. Oh, the consequences. So if you're new to this channel and you're thinking of basing your opinion on the World Wrestling Empire on this one single episode, then I want you to remember one thing.
It is crap.